Hello, my name is Jay, and today we're going to give an in-depth review of the Sudio Tolv earbuds, and these are a pair of earbuds that come in right around 130 bucks. I'm going to real quick start off with an unboxing, and then after this we're going to get into a real in-depth review of what I think of these. Okay, so here we are. We got to look at these. I've got to say that just peel off this plastic real quick. Okay, so now that we got this off, let's see if we can pop this open and just see what we got underneath here. So grab this. Honestly, I think this is definitely a good sign. At least it's sealed well. There's been some earbuds that have been very questionable how they've shown up, and these at least feel nice. Well, you look at that. So that's actually like surprisingly well done. You've got the looks like accessories. That is definitely one of the nicer cases that I've seen in a while. Like that definitely is, like that click is something you don't usually get. That's a solid click. And the magnet is actually surprisingly really strong. On the top you've got the silver. Very impressed with that. I guess the sound quality is the next thing to determine. But yeah, overall impressed. I do like this I don't forget the name of this, but the little strap that comes on here. This is by far, I've had this on a couple other pairs of earbuds that I've reviewed, and this is by far like the biggest lifesaver because you can attach it to your keys and you can take it around and not have any issues with it. So you don't lose it if you have the strap, if you put it on your keys and stuff. It's been really great. So I just want to start off by saying a couple things. First off, I've actually had these unboxed, and the video that the review part of this was actually from almost a month ago. So in the meantime, I've actually been able to use these as my main pair of earbuds for about a month. And I feel like this review is going to be pretty in-depth. I also want to start off by saying that I really appreciate the fact that the company Sudio sent these to me for free, so I didn't have to pay for these. And I just want to say that I really value when companies send me stuff, but that doesn't deter my review. And my review of these is not the best. So I want to also start off by just talking about a few things that I noticed out of the box. First off, there's this leather string. Now, one of my favorite things about any pair of wireless earbuds is the string, because I can put these on my keys and then it prevents it from getting washed like 5 times, because it really does happen when you just have like the regular module and you don't have a string or something to put it on. It really ends up getting washed a lot, and I take that from experience. I know what I'm talking about. This saves a lot of pairs of earbuds. That being said though, when I saw that it was made out of like this leather material, I was really concerned about the longevity of it, because I understand that we're going for a premium look, but for me, the cord itself has already started to fray, and putting it on my keys and stuff, it just already is like disintegrating. And as I said, I am not concerned about the fact that these earbuds, they so far they feel really nice. I can't agree with the choice of going with a leather, I guess the leather string, because it's not what I would have done. And it's definitely showing that it's starting to degrade a little bit. And this is just after a month. It's already very stringy and very, gritty, I guess. I really couldn't see what happens after maybe another month or two, or if this got wet. Like, my keys don't get wet, but say I was walking in the rain, didn't have an umbrella, I really would hate to see what would happen to this. So that being said, I feel like, comparing it to some other, this is like a $50 pair. This string, I feel like would have gone a lot better with the white. Having a black string would have gone a lot better. I mean, I can always switch the string out. And honestly, I think that would have gone a little bit better with the white. But for me, I just couldn't justify the string. So another thing, and the reason why I've actually got these over here is these earbuds by far are the best sounding that I've probably ever had. These definitely sound the best. I'm not going to argue there. Audiophiles, this is what you should get. Obviously for I think 130 bucks, you should be getting very superior sound quality. So out of everything I've tested, it's got a solid 10 on that. It is by far the best pair of earbuds in sound quality out there. I'd also like to say that it feels pretty heavy, it feels pretty solid, and the finish on it is actually like a rubberized finish. So it really does feel like high quality other than the string. The string actually ends up like kind of losing points because it doesn't actually feels like it's like really cheap. And I know that's not what they're trying to go for. They're trying to go for like a leather string and stuff, make it feel nice. to me it seems like that cheaped out a lot. And I know that's probably not what their intention was, but it's quite, as I said, it just pulls away from the main bit of earbuds. So you've got two lights on the back. You've got a charging cord, charging USB, micro USB, and you've got two lights that show charge. I believe actually if each earbud is charging. I ended up getting the white and like the bronze color. Honestly, the earbuds themselves as well are relatively light. Have no issue with them as well. Now into the comfortability and I guess the comfort part of it and how well they stand. I've had a really big issue with getting these to stay in when I'm working out. Like, I understand I've tried the different earbuds and stuff, and it's not necessarily been like, like just walking around with them, I haven't had an issue. But if I'm running, I'm kind of constantly trying to push them back in. And I mean, I understand that like this is a really good look and this looks cool, these like oval shape. But as I said, I'm coming back to this pair again. By the way, I just want to also make something clear. Both pairs of earbuds I got for free. Neither company paid me anything. Actually, this company ended up like chickening out and like not sending me the stuff that they promised. So I actually should probably have something against this. So I just want to say that like my comparison here, I feel is pretty unbiased. Make your own judgments there. But I feel like just comparing the shapes and stuff, this shape is a little bit more likely to stay in your ear than this shape. And I noticed that. And I would figure for such a decent premium, since these are definitely, I'm almost putting this on the wrong one, since these are so much of a, I guess, higher price, I would expect at least them to stay in the ear a little bit better, which I had some difficulty with. Now, obviously, battery life, no issues. Actually, I usually don't have issues with battery life. I usually go to the gym for maybe an hour, 2 hours at the most, and I never run out of battery. So battery life really for me didn't really come into an issue there. But overall, for $130, I would say if you are an audiophile that really likes to listen to like studio grade music, I would say these are by far the best without anything. But for more active people, I cannot in my right mind justify buying these. Actually, I'm going to be going back to the $50 pair just because of the fact that when I'm working out, this is such a problem that these fall out so often that I would rather go back to the $50 pair because the sound quality for me isn't that big of a difference. But just for audiophiles, this would be what I'd recommend. But if you're any bit active, running, working out, lifting weights, and you accidentally bump your ear, these flew out for me. I definitely think they're high quality. I don't think the quality issue is it. I just think that some of the design choices in here made it really questionable. Because this would have been, imagine had we taken this, we put the black strap on there, maybe like a nicer strap. It just had to be cloth. It didn't even have to be anything special. Maybe just like out of that material there. And you just instead put that cloth around there. That would have made probably the longevity, because I've had this for months, longevity probably a little bit better on the string. Imagine though, had they taken the same, like if we had these earbuds and you were to have the same finish, the same sound quality, things like that, I definitely think that this would have been a superior pair of earbuds. My concern, as I said, is the quality of the string, and the string is important because it's used on my keys, and if this breaks, then obviously I can't really put these on my keys anymore. The ergonomics, and I get not really the ergonomics, but how well it fits in your ear also was kind of a relatively big issue. I've had issues with kind of the similar shape in the past. This kind of oval shape just isn't really designed well for your ear, and I much rather prefer a pair of earbuds out of the many that I've reviewed that at least are a little bit more fitting to your ear, because these, while they are much bulkier and they have this annoying flashing light, and I've got a lot of grievances about these too, it's just much nicer to have something that stays in your ear when you accidentally bump it, doing pulls or something with your and just bump it. It's just not really the best thing to have happen, especially when you're at a gym and you're trying to chase earbuds around because they fell out. Now, as I said, sound enthusiasts, this is your go-to, without a doubt. Best sound quality out of everything I've tested, but I still cannot recommend this for anybody that's active because you just cannot do it. So I want to end this by saying I appreciate, Sudio, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, for sending me these. And I hope that, my honest feedback, because I've I've had a lot of actually people recently. First off, I want to say thank you for them to at least send me something without any requirements, because I've had a lot of companies recently, especially in the same price range, or like 130 bucks, 140 bucks, think just because their earbuds are worth 140 bucks that I'm going to read a script that says that their earbuds are wonderful. And I don't do that. I have a certain code of honor that I live by, and I just want to say I appreciate them for sending me these. I apologize. I also want to apologize to them because I've actually been had an issue with the flu shot, really sick about that, so that was another issue on its own. But I want to say I apologize for taking so long to get this review out, but I hope you guys will take the criticism of it and hopefully change something. Preferably send me if you decide to change something. I'm willing to take a look at it again. But I definitely think that I really do appreciate them sending me this, and I hope for the best for them, and hopefully they can fix this annoying stream, because this, for me, just didn't cut it. I'm sure other people have their own take on it, but just for me, didn't cut it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hope you guys were able to make a good decision about what to buy, or whether or not to buy this for your lifestyle. So thank you guys very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.